Hey guys, it's Culprit here, and I'm bringing you the latest edition of my Reboot Camp Series, Episode 8. Here I'm going to continue using my burst fire theory in order to improve my accuracy. As you can see, I've got the AN-94. I finally got the Cobra sights unlocked for it. God, that was kind of tough to get to. You need 50 kills for that. You do get the Russian 4x scope, like at 10 kills, but for me, it's basically useless. I definitely did better with just the iron sights, so I just grinded away 50 kills. This server is, I believe, a 500 ticket, 32-man TDM. I played this like 5 matches in a row on this server. I initially almost just backed right out because I was like, ooh, 500 tickets doesn't sound too good. I actually had a lot of fun. Unfortunately, this map, not so much, and I'll explain a little more why later. Wake Island is not a particularly favorite map of mine. It's just basically a sniper map. It's a lot of long sight lines. I thought I might have more fun because I was using a longer distance gun with A94, but it really kind of pushed this gun to its limits, I think. I've learned to like this gun, but I don't love it. I definitely I like the KH-2002 a lot better. It fares better up close, and I just feel like the recoil is a lot less. The AN-94 has a lot of stopping power with that double bullet for the first shot and whatnot, but this game I feel like doesn't do a very good job of simulating suppression. You know, too many times I get a hit marker on a sniper, knowing I'm hitting him, and bullets are flying really close to him, and he's still able to get that one-shot kill off of me like a half second later, and that's super frustrating. So I'll probably be going back to my KH-2002, and I'm really looking forward to going back to the M16 A3 with the full auto. But I'm going to keep going burst fire for a little while, keep getting it into more of a habit. But like I said, this map's alright. It's not bad, but it's really hard to run a gun in this map, especially with a 32-man server, because there's just so many places for people to hold up. There's so many, it's so many long sight lines. There's a lot of guys with sniper rifles. It kind of turns into a slugfest where everybody slows down, and it's just a matter of angles and who can pick who off. There's a lot of like those little half walls and things. It just make it tough. So it's pretty slow, and there's a lot of this, you know, where you're shooting guys running across. It gets even worse later because of the destructibility, and basically towards the end of the map. I mean, I'm playing 500 tickets. This is gonna happen, and with the extra people, it's gonna happen. But I mean, all the buildings are basically leveled, all the cover's destroyed. So people are just hunkering down, and you're basically shooting across the map at each other, and it can really make that last 100 kills a grind. You can see how I'm playing pretty slow, much slower than I normally do. I'm trying to, you know, obviously I have a longer mid-range weapon. I'm trying to play to its strengths, as well as, like I said, I mentioned with the map, you know, how you have to play this thing. Again, I thought I would do better, to be quite honest. I mean, I feel like I did pretty good with it. I went over one, you know, I had over 1 KD, not by much. It was like 29 and 27, 30 and 28, something like that. But again, I'm using this thing, and that I go into it knowing I have a little bit of a handicap, and that was a pretty cool little shot with a rocket coming right at you. I go into it knowing that I have a disadvantage usually, so I don't get too caught up when I die. So, you know, especially in close quarters, you run around a quarter and you're right on top of somebody. Especially with this one's a lot tougher to get those close kills. It's a lot harder to hip fire. If you do manage to get a headshot with it, it can be a one-shot kill because of the multiplier and whatnot. Because the first shot is basically 2 bullets, so that's 50. Then if you double for a headshot, potentially you can get it. But it doesn't happen enough to really make it worthwhile, to be quite honest. It is pretty accurate. It definitely is. But it does have a lot of recoil. Now, I have been using the heavy barrel with it because everybody said to use that because it gives like 100% accuracy modifier. Or, you know, I believe it reduces the spread by like 100% or something crazy. Nobody's sure if it's a bug or whatnot. It just, you watch it, it just jumps. And you'll actually see in here a couple times, I'll actually have like a teammate about to get knifed, and I'm putting bullets on the guy, and I just can't get him on him fast enough to save the guy because I have to wait for the barrel to resettle every time, and that's kind of annoying. So it's kind of a turn-off, you know. So I'll probably, you know, it's in my arsenal now. I won't be afraid to use it, but it's not going to be one of my go-to guns, that's for sure. It's not quite working as well as a KH-2002 for me. I feel a lot more gimp. I feel like I have to change my game a lot more, let's say, than I did with the KH-2002. How this guy lives through this whole barrage of stuff, and then oh, this is a different one. Yeah, I peeked around. It was 5 guys aiming down sights, but that's kind of how this map plays. You know, you get hunkered down in little spots like this. It's tough. I mean, to its credit though, I mean, this was about a 32-minute video that I had to edit down. It didn't really drag too bad. It does move quickly when you're in it, and that's because on this map every second's a 10th second because you can just get shot from any angle. There's really no like. It's not like a Grand Bazaar or a Metro or any of those where you know when you're in a relatively safe area, you know. Here is just there could always be guys at any distance, you know, either guys on top of you or guys, you know, with sniper rifle from across the map. Like I said, it's not typically one of my favorite maps. Actually, it's honestly one of my least favorite maps. But I don't really believe in like leaving a lobby whenever a bad map comes up. I might not like it, but I like to play all different kinds. I feel like it rounds my game out better anyway. You'll see me pull out my pistol a couple times. Like right here, there's an example. Like I'm on that guy before he's stabbing my teammate. With an automatic, I probably could have killed him and got the Savior instead of the Avenger medal. But, you know, you gotta wait so long for the barrel to resettle. It can be super frustrating. And this is basically what this match consisted of. It's just these longer range. I don't know what that guy was doing. Shots like this, and which is okay because this gun is pretty well fitted for it. It's frustrating with this map. And here I never even see that guy spawn right there, and down I go. The spawns on this map are absolutely terrible. Like you see, I believe it was right in the beginning of the clip, we're basically all, you know, basically surrounding them as they spawn in on us. I mean, and it happens to us a couple times, and you'll see it. The guys are just spawning in the middle of the gunfights. It's just too wide open. It's just, I don't care for Wake Island as a whole in any format, to be honest with you. I just feel like this is the bone they threw to snipers, really. And yeah, I don't understand how those aren't headshots. All you can see is the guy's head. And what's you know, frustrating the other way is that when you can just see their head. What they're seeing is they're able to aim down sights at you and, you know, and shoot at you normal. That was a bad play with me. I don't know what I was doing there. I even knew it at the time. As I got killed, I was like, what am I doing? I just ran right out in the open, and I knew where the guys were. I don't know. It was just a little kind of a brain freeze. Like I said, they can head glitch on that, and they can see out perfectly normal. You know, aim down sights. Like that guy, this guy right here, he can see me perfectly normal, but all I see is like the crown of his head. It's pretty frustrating. And that this container, make sure you always check this container if you don't know by now. This is one of my favorite spots, but it seems like it's becoming pretty well known, and a lot of people hang out there. So therefore, a lot of snipers keep it pretty hard scoped. And see that? I mean, that guy spawns right there. Luckily, he's got a guy watching me, but I mean, what a terrible spawn! It's crazy. And I don't know that I've seen any mention of this map getting fixed. I'll have to go back and double check, but I just hope spawns in general are getting fixed in TDM. I've been playing a lot of TDM. When I'm playing by myself, it's really kind of my favorite way to play because rush is really hard by yourself to, you know, at least to feel like you had any effect on the match. I couldn't quite figure out what was going on here. I'm just trying to stay alive. If you watch the minimap, there's like something that ends up blinking like right on top of me. I don't know if he was in the crane or what. It was really close, and I think we just couldn't find each other. Like, see, he's like right on top of me to my left, but I don't see him through anything. You know, I thought maybe rewatching the video and I could make sense of it, but I don't. And I don't know why I started shooting. Maybe hoping to get a guy rushing me or whatnot. But like I said, I've been playing a lot of TDM because it's just the easiest for me as a single player, you know, no party or nothing, to just get in, and I feel like I have an impact on the game. And it's easily, you know, I get a lot of points by the end of it because I usually, especially lately, I've been playing medic a lot. You've seen a couple of videos where I've been trying to rank up my recon. I thought I got the pistol there, but I didn't. Somebody else got him. And this is a good example of exactly what I'm talking about. Watch, you know, this guy's just hard scoping me. And this is a good hit. You don't ever want to like crawl out around a corner, because I hope I can find a clip sometime to show you the opposite. What happens is you actually appear around the corner before you can see. Like your gun and your arms peek out around the corner. So if somebody is watching your location, they know you're coming, and they just gotta, you know, put their gun ready. And that's why that guy was pre-firing on me, and he got a headshot like literally as soon as my head peeked out. That doesn't happen if you're crouched as much, and that doesn't happen if you're standing as much. But if it's just something about, I guess, the animation of when you're on your belly. So if you can, like there, I really didn't have a choice because I didn't have much cover. But if you can always, if you're gonna peek around a corner, say you're in a room, a Grand Bazaar, or something like that, or a corner, a metro type thing, try to do it at least from a crouch. And if you can, you're probably usually better off to do it from a standing position because you can get back quicker. But sometimes it's good to change levels if you feel like someone's really watching the corner. Instead of coming out standing where he might be pointing at your head, you go low or a crouch. This way you might just get that split-second advantage you need. Just a quick little tip that I've picked up, because I've seen it so much the other way where a little guy crawls out and I'm like, man, I was ready for him. So this is kind of what I'm talking about. Look at the map. It's completely destroyed. There's really not much cover left. Everybody on both sides is just hunkered down, and it's just basically a snipe fest. So, I mean, it was a fun round. I actually had fun playing it. We kept it close till really close at the end. I went 29 to 23, better than I actually thought. But it might be the last time you see the AN-94 for a while. Hopefully the last time you see a 500 ticket on Wake on it. But hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'm definitely getting better. I can't wait to see when I pick up the M16 and go back to playing my normal playstyle. If this practicing the Bursar so much has really helped my accuracy possibly. But I'm definitely feeling a lot more comfortable than I was a week ago. So it looks like taking a little break was the right move to go. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you don't mind, I'd appreciate likes and subscribes. And it definitely helps me out. Otherwise, I will see you next video. Take care.